So we were up at balls o'clock this morning to take 3 trains, 10.5 hours. First train from Prague down to České Budějovice in South Bohemia, where we were supposed to have 6 minutes to transfer, but the first train was a bit late, so it was a bit of a mad dash. But we made it to the second train from České Budějovice to Linz. Where we had an hour and 20 minutes to wander about a bit. We didn't get to see much, to be honest. Our impression of Linz wasn't amazing, but maybe we're being harsh based on how much time we actually had there. And then the last very scenic train leg from Linz to here, Feldkirch. I can't speak German. Apologies to any German viewers. I'm just going to call it Feldkirch from now on. So yeah, on Saturday we're going to Vaduz, Liechtenstein, to watch Wales against Liechtenstein. But first, for this video, we're just going to have a look around Feldkirch. See what it has to offer. But it's really good accommodation. The price was good for 4 nights between the 3 of us, and it's a really cool accommodation. They've got a fridge full of, you have to pay for it, but fridge full of soft drinks and beers. Wales theme, red and green. Yeah, I think the view of the mountains is going to be pretty cool when the sun is up. So this is Feldkirch in the light of day, right up on the eastern end of Austria, right near the borders with Switzerland and Liechtenstein. Well, this is the more modern bit anyway. Old Town is down that way. And we're going to go look around. Feldkirch in Austria's far western Vorarlberg district, at the junction of 4 countries. It's got a lovely, well-preserved little medieval town centre dominated by the Schattenburg castle, which was going to be our first stop after we had a little wander around. We're just walking up to Schattenburg Castle and Museum, built all the way back in around 1200 by Hugo I of Montfort, founder of the town, and later sold to the Habsburgs. Just look at the setting. Oh wow. Now over there is the Katzenturm, the cat tower, built in 1507 as part of the city walls. And our next stop after this. The castle is now a restaurant and a huge museum that takes up every room and floor right up to the roof of the tower. There's art, medieval sculptures, historical clocks, weapons, musical instruments like this travel piano from the Mozart era. I had no idea they had basically keyboards at that time, so I learned something. If you like getting a lot of historical bang for your buck, you'll love this place. But to be honest, for me, museum fatigue was setting in by the time we left. Beth oedd eich barn am yr amgueddfa?
Ardderchog, gwerth pob ceiniog.
A scenic autumnal walk back down into town and towards the Katzenturm, and the bell chimes on that thing will blow your head off. The reason it's called the Cat Tower is it used to house the cannons that were nicknamed cats because they had sculptures of lions on them. The Wasserturm, 1482, was also part of the city walls. Oh yeah. Just got given some free schnapps in Bosbar. It was, of course, a Wales away football trip, so the evening went something like this. And the next day, we were going to be catching a bus into Liechtenstein. It was cool to be on just a normal local bus, but with these stunning alpine views out the window. Definitely a more scenic route than Cardiff bus number 45. Vaduz, capital of Liechtenstein, is also dominated by a huge castle on a hill. But this one's not open to the public because this guy's son lives there, Hans Adam II, Prince of Liechtenstein, a doubly landlocked principality roughly the size of the county of Cardiff. Vaduz had kind of a festival atmosphere with so many Wales fans squeezed into such a small place for the day. The day was more about the match than sightseeing, and I did cover it in the Wales Away video. But here's just a taste of some Liechtenstein scenes before we skip ahead to the last day in Feldkirch. Last day in Feldkirch. Sunday. Sunday's very quiet in Feldkirch. Basically everything closed. So I was very grateful for the beste pizza in der Stadt. In the one place that was open. Something else that should be open, because Google says it's open 24/7, is the Wildpark. Atop this mountain, Wildpark, I suppose. We're not really sure what it is, that's why we're going to go check it out. Seems to just be a park with a load of sort of animal enclosures, but we're working off that pizza anyway.
And that's exactly what it was. An open park, no entry fee, with animal enclosures and stunning views over the mountains. They had deer, birds, wildcats, ibex type things, and wolves, which I don't think I'd ever seen before in the flesh. And all with this epic backdrop, so well worth a visit. And after this, we headed back down into town, and our time in Feldkirch was basically done.
One last look at Feldkirch on a wet November Monday morning. I haven't really got much of a plan yet today. My dad and my brother are heading up to Zurich to catch a flight back. 10.5 hours on the trains back to Prague sounds a bit much by myself, so probably going to break it up somewhere. So far I've got 2 trains booked to Munich. No accommodation booked. I'm thinking maybe I can carry on from Munich, Regensburg. That's supposed to be a really nice town, and it's that bit closer to Prague. See how today goes. It's a pretty miserable looking day so far, so not too bothered to be sat on a train all day. So that's it, I'm on my Todd. First stop, Bregenz. Arrival in Regensburg. Let's get checked in and see what's going on.
I had to wait a while for check-in and then didn't have much daylight time to look around, what with it being a dark, drizzly November day. But another nice preserved old town centre to wander about.
So Regensburg, on the mighty river Danube. 8th biggest city on the Danube, with 150,000 people. Let's see how many of the other 7 you can name.
The highlight for me was the 12th century stone bridge, the views from which, looking back towards town, put me in mind of a sort of mini Prague. But I'll leave you there. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, maybe you would like to watch one of the other videos that get suggested at the end. Cheers.